Hello, hello. Everyone can hear my sound. Sound is okay. Please let me know in the comment section. Okay. So now we are ready to start our stream. Okay. So let me turn my camera so it's okay. I, let me do something else. I hope it's going to be great. Yeah. Yeah. So the sound on the screen is okay for you guys. If it's okay, please let me know so we can start. Yeah. Okay. For introduction part, as you know, I'm Mehdi, and today we are going to texture a tennis bag. Okay. So let's go to the project files. Uh, for this stream, we have a fix file contain this model. It's unwrap already, so we just need to check the unwrap and start the texturing process. And for the texturing process, we have these resources. These are logos for the uh, texturing part, and we have a reference board here, so you can check the final result that we are seeking to reach. This is our model. We try to achieve the same result, but different in artistic way. And let's go for checking the unwrap. So if you have any question, you can put it in the comment section. I will back for the question further. Okay. So I'm going to load the fix file in the Rhizome lab so we can check the UV, it's okay, it's proper for our process or not. I'm going to turn off the wireframe mode on the shader so we can see the solid view, and the checker mode is on to check the size of the checker pattern. So everything is good. And for this part, we can use one single cluster for the UV part, but in texturing part, masking this area is so difficult. So I'm going to separate this for this stream, and using the mask selection in Substance Painter, I can select these easily. Okay, so for the UV part, we are done. It's okay. We can use the model in the Substance Painter. So let's go and do it. I'm going to close that. For the Substance Painter, we can click and drag again into the viewport. The new project window will open immediately, and the template is Unreal Engine 4. And for the normal map format, we are going to use DirectX, and everything is set. We are not using UV tile workflow, so the check is it should be off. And we have unwrap, so there is no need to check this option too. We are going to press OK. So this is the viewport, 3D viewport in Substance Painter, and this is our UV layout in Substance Painter. I'm going to switch between them with F2 and F3, so you can follow this. Let me bring my guide. Okay, so you can see the shortcut that I'm going to use during this stream. Okay, so let's go and for the first section, we need some separate categorization in our layer section. So I'm going to add some folder. For first one, I'm going to name it main bag and a strap. This is for this long strap. And the metal part or plastic part, it's on your side to give this area plastic, or this part plastic or metal. Okay, so the last folder is not needed. Before starting our process, we need to bake. In newer version, you can reach the bake menu in mod and bake mesh maps. So let's clear this log. This is the new mode for the baking process. In the last version of Substance Painter, it's improved a lot. So I suggest you to upgrade the Substance to lastest version. I'm going to set output size to 4K and use low poly mesh as high poly mesh because we have just one mesh. And anti-aliasing going to 64. 64 super sampling is awesome because you can get clear version of the bake mesh maps. And I'm going to check bends normal too. Everything is ready to go, and I'm going to click bake texture, wait for it to bake. So yeah, it's okay. So the baking process may took long, depends on your hardware, but in the latest version, if you have RTX card, it's going to be super fast. So let's wait for the baking process. You can take a cup of coffee or cup of tea during this process, chat with your friends, check the comment section, or just wait and look on the screen. Okay, so this is the thickness, and the last one should be bench normals. Yeah. So it's done. Finally it's done, and we are ready to go. Okay, so for getting back to painting mode, you just need to click here. And we are in the painting mode. We can create our texture. So for this part, I'm going to start with the metal part because it's easier to select and identify the part. So I'm going to add black mask and a paint as a sub layer. Okay, and I'm going to use these tools, polygon fill. It's awesome tools to select mesh or UV, per UV, per face, per mesh. And for better understanding, I'm going to go to the mask view so you can see what are the result of the selection. So we have some zip here. Okay, it's maybe a little bit tricky. Okay. Yeah. So like that. Oh, and for the deselection, I'm going to use X for invert color and select again. Okay. So let's select everything for the metal part. Yeah, it's okay. It's done. Everything is selected right now. So I'm going to add a smart material for this part. You can choose the plastic or some kind of steel or metal. For this part, I'm going to add dark steel. It's default. Okay. So we have it right now. It's okay. And for the last part, for the metal part, I'm going to add a layer, call it roughness, and turn off all the layers except roughness, and add some grunges, for example, like this. Or maybe we can do a better way, a better solution. We can add black mask and add fill, bring the texture. What was that? I I think, yeah, this one is okay. So let's go back to the mask view. I'm going to increase the tiling. Yeah, it's okay. And now I can play with the roughness value easily. So that's it. Okay, for a smooth movement, I'm going for the smaller size, 2K. But if you want to see the last, the highest quality, you can choose 4K. So everything is going to update, and that result of the 4K on your model in the view. Okay, let's go and some tweak for the viewport part. I'm going to, for the display setting, I'm change the environment map. I like Tomoko Studio. And for the camera, I'm going to decrease field of view so I can have kind of isometric camera here, and active temporal anti-aliasing. For this part, I'm going to have anti-aliasing on the viewport. It's super good. And for the texturing filtering, you can use medium or just high. But for now, I'm going to medium. It's depend on your hardware. So for the next step, I'm going to create the zip line, because in this way we can understand what is the zip and what is the other part of the bag. Okay. So in the main bag, I'm going to create another folder and zip line. Okay. And create the black mask to control the texture. Add a paint. And for this, I'm going to use UV chunk fill. Alt, click, and this is the zip line, because we know the zip, they are here. Okay. And this part. Yeah. This one. And this is all the part for the zip. So how can I add a zip line here? It's easy because we have the default tool in Substance Painter. So you can follow and add the zip on your project to zip line, the name of the layer, and again in the library I'm going to search zip, change it to brushes, and I can choose the zipper or zipper advanced tape. I'm going to use zipper advanced tape, and now I have the tool, so I can paint here like this, but it's not going to work well. So I need to change some setting in the brush, brush setting, and going back to the viewport on 2D mode with the F3, turn on the lazy or distance, put it in a low value like this, and in the alignments section, I'm going to choose UV, size, space, texture. This is the setting, so I can paint directly on the UV map. So let's check which is the zip line. Yeah, this one. So I can check. I think this is the zip line. F1 for have both 3D view and 2D view at the same time. Okay. So right. Oh, it's for this part. Okay. So let's go and fix the size. Okay. Yeah, the size is good, but we need to find the best position for that. Yeah, it's good. So you can choose between this preset for the zip line, or maybe change the value of the color, roughness, or metallic as you want. I think rose gold is okay for me. So I need this position. No, it's not good. This position. Maybe. No. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. So active the normal and press F3, press tab, and we have the full screen. So we can paint easily. Oh, it's not good. And yeah, it's okay. And we have the zip line like this. And yeah, press tab to bring the layers. I'm going to add a fill layer here and put the under the zip line, under the zip line actually. Yeah, the camera, you mean like this? Or maybe it's okay. Okay, let's go back and continue our process. For the under zip line, I'm going to add black color to cover this part. Look, so with this amount of value of the roughness, and yeah, we are ready to go to add. What's the problem with the camera? Okay, so I'm going to change the position of the webcam. So you can see all the options here. I think it's okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay right now. Okay, let's go. And yeah, I'm going to explain again about the settings of the brush. Don't worry. So let's go back to this part and paint. And for the zip tool, we need to set alignment to the UV and the size space to the texture. Okay, so let's go to change the viewport to the base color with the C. Okay, because in this mode, I mean the material mode, uh, the shadow is on the display, so we cannot recognize which part we should paint. So in the base color, we remove the shadow so we can see what happened in the viewport. So I'm going to paint. Oh, it's not on the right location a little bit. Okay, it's okay. So it's done. It's not okay. Yeah, a little bit. No. It's tricky because you can adjust. Yeah. So it's done. Okay. Mhm. Yeah. There is another zip line. Yeah. Here. A little bit. Oh, it's. Oh, please. No. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah. We have all the zip line here. Let's go back and check everything is okay or not in the material mode. Yeah. We have the zip line like this. Okay. Okay. It's done. For the zip line, it's done. Press tab to back with the layer modes, and let's go and create our material for the strap, because after that we need to go back to the main bag, and it's the main area. So let's check what we have here. For the strap, I'm going to use, let's bring back this one, a base material, denim. Yeah, fabric soft denim. So let's go back here. And we need to add black mask. And again, sub layer of the paint and polygon fill with the mesh fill option on. So I can press on the strap for this part too, and this part. Uh, if the red lines of the wireframe bothering you, you can change the opacity here in the display setting, so you can see what happened on the material. Okay, so let's go back and change the tiling. Yeah, I think 10 is good. Let's go increase the number, see what happened here, and maybe increase it to 20. Yeah, it's good. And change the color to the dark gray. Okay, so it's okay. And check it right now. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I like it. So for the artistic part, I'm going to add a leather part on the strap. We are okay with that, because if I'm going to check with the reference board, you can see all the strap is the same, and we have no actually alternative on the strap material, as you can see. So maybe we can add more artistic decision here. So for that, I'm going to search leather. Oh, please, leather, and choose this one, artificial leather. So turn normal. And for avoiding of this effect here, because we have leather part on the top of the denim, we need to change blending mode in a height section. In the latest version of the Substance Painter, you can do it easily because I have normal blending mode here. So I can click, actually right click and apply to all channel. So it's going to change all the blending mode for this layer to the normal, or anything you select or you have. So let's go and add black mask and the fill. Okay, this is the technique that I'm going to use for this part. We have fill layer. I'm going to put it the one value to have this white, pure white. And in the UV wrap, I'm going to set none. So if I'm going to change the tiling or the size of the fill layer, we have this rectangle. Okay, so let's go and check what we have. Okay, I know this is the UV for this strap, so I'm going to fix the fill layer. Okay, and we have it right now. Decrease the size so it's better. For this part, we need to go back to the base color mode of the viewport, because we can see what happened here in the UV or 2D view and the 3D view at the same time. And I'm going to duplicate this fill layer so I can change the position of that. So this is for what section? Yeah, this section. Yeah, and I can check the size. Okay, so we need to check the both side goes for the leather. Okay, duplicate again, and this is for which part? I don't know. Maybe push it back to full black. Yeah, it's for this, and this is the continuous way. So we need the black mask over here. Duplicate again. Fix this here. And what is the problem with this part? Yeah. Oh, this is a double side, so we need to add. Let's go and add to this part too. Another duplicate. Yeah. See. Okay. For this saving process, I'm going to disable auto saving, so it's not bothering me again. Think, yeah, it's for this part, so it should be on this side at the same level, and fix it with the UV. Yeah, it's okay. And another duplicate. Another duplicate to fill all the area. Okay. So this is the section that we need to cover. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Let's go back and check here. We need to fix this. Yeah. Yeah. F2 and we can see the result. Yeah. So in the next step, I'm going to add some stitches between them due to the best blending between these two surfaces. Okay. But before that, let's go and create our uh, first material, first layer for the main bag. And I realized that this part should have the same material of the strap too. So for the strap part, I'm going to add this area to the strap folder. Yeah. And this one too. Yeah, I think it's done. Yeah. Okay. For the main bag, we have zipline. It's done, so I'm going to change it to red for better understanding for mine. And new folder. I'm going to call it main material. Okay. Another one. Oh, second material. And that's it. I think it's enough. Oh, yeah, it's enough. For the main material, we have a placeholder layer. We call it R and push it to the red. Okay, so we need the main theme here. If you want to have the blue bag or any kind of color, you can choose it here. And for the second material, it's important to have black mask and paint as a sub paint layer. with the UV chunk fill. Yeah, I'm going to select this corner because we have it in the reference, right? The second material or here. Okay. And for the artistic choose here, I'm going to give the black in this section to, okay, or choose only color. Yeah, yeah, it looks good. Okay, for this part I need to change the color because it's look good too. So another layer, call it R, give it black mask. Yeah, give it black mask. Okay, so for this part maybe yellow is a good option. Yeah, more yellowish color. Okay, and for this one orange. Yeah, it's good too. So this is the proxy color definition of our material at the end. So let's go and create the first or main material with the base material that we have in the library. Okay, so for that I'm going to use let's see. Oh, what's happened? Silicone coat. Yeah, bring it here. Yeah, yeah, it's good, but we need the red. So this is the red that we need, right? Okay, so let's increase the tiling. Maybe 20 is good. Bring them back. Yeah, but it's too high for the here. I'm going to use high position to have more softer position of high. Okay, so yeah, let's play with the height range. Yeah, it's better. It's better right now. Yeah, it's good. I think 20 is big for that. 12 is okay, right? Yeah, yeah, it's better. And I don't want to have this pattern over these sections or this section. So what is the solution here? For this solution, we need to apply normal blending of this folder and have the enough data in height and normal for this layer. But still we have this pattern here. So what is the problem? Okay, So let's apply this, or yeah, it's strange. It's strange. Okay. I'm going back to solve the problem. Let's focus on the material over here. You have any question? No, just cheering. Okay, that's good. That's good. So for the basic part, that's enough for me actually right now. And for the second one, I'm going to use artificial leather. Let's bring back this one. Yeah. Okay. And let's apply this part. Why it's not working? It's very strange. Yeah, it's working right now. So we need to have the normal blending mode in the height and normal channel for all the folder and all the layers. Okay. So let's increase the tiling amount over here. And for the height part, we have this. It's not good to have texture on the layer itself. So I need to add the level, choose the target channel to the height, and play with this to control. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Yeah. So what we have here. Okay. We need to add some stitches here and this part too. But let's go back and stick to this part. Okay, for this part, I think the mask is good. Yeah, now it's working. Now it's working. Yeah, thank you, Substance Painter. Thank you for working. Okay, so I need another type of the surface for this part. Okay, let's check the comment section. So let's bring back the asset library. If you choose the layer and click on the base material, or click or drag to the material mode, it's going to be change. So let's check. Yeah, no, 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 not actually. Let's search fabric. Oh shit. Fabric. Press M to bring back. Leather bag. No. Fabric soft. No. Oh, I'm going to stick with the artificial leather. It's better. Better for this section, and bring back the normal. And I'm going to add another level for that, choosing the target channel to height and control Yeah, it's good. It's super good. Super good. Yeah. Okay. Uh, let's choose the orange. And color variation 1, duplicated. Oh, 2 times. Color variation 2, copy mask, and paste it to the mask. So I'm going to do this, change this one to yellow. Yeah, I think it's okay. It's okay right now. Yeah. Then we have here. And for the second material part, I'm going to add this one too. It's better. Okay, and for the bottom part, we can choose this one too. Yeah. What do you think? It's okay? It's better now, just it's too much for the black leather part. So I'm waiting for your answer, and let's go and add another thing. Bring the asset library back, search for plastic. Oh my god, plastic. Okay, plastic matte. Yeah, so we need height, we need normal to avoid getting the pattern from the down layer. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay right now. I'm going to change it to white, not this value of the white. And I'm going to call it white line and give it black mask. Select and give it add paint. Yeah, this one and this one. It's okay, but if I'm going to select this part, it's too much. Actually, I think it's too much for the white part. So let's stick to, oh, yeah, this, but it's not important. We are not going to see that. Actually, we can put another item in the texture here. So we have white line, and I'm going to duplicate this layer. Red line. Oh, oh my god. Why? Red line. Okay. Reset the mask. I'm going to change it to the dark gray. And for this part, I'm going to add some variation for this edge. Okay. But for this part, I know this is the white. The color is the white. Okay. But for this part, I can be sure, okay, this part is red. So if I'm going to change the color of the main part, for example, red to blue color, okay, I need dynamic color changing here. So for this section, let's go and select this part. And this part too. For this section, if I change the blending mode of this layer to soft light, as you can see, if I change the color, it's going to be changed too, right? But how to control this part? Okay, this part related to the color, right? And if I'm going to give the value to the white, it's going to brighter. And if I'm going to change it to the dark gray or black, it's going to be darker. So I'm a stick to this. Yeah, it should be right now. Okay, and I can like this too. So we have the plastic part here, leather part here. So we have actually all the data that we need. So let's go and bring the logos and put the logos on the back. And after that, I'm going to add some details to that. For this part, I'm going to open the library, click and drag all the data that I need here to the shelf or the asset library. In the import resource window, I'm going to select all of them and switch to the texture, right? Because I'm going to use fill layer and import it to the project, not a library, because I just need this asset for this project. Okay, so for the first part, let's add logo 1. Okay, apply normal blending mode to all the channel and add the black mask, fill mask, and Wilson logo. We need to change the position and fix the size and tiling for this bag. Okay, so if I'm going to change the position of this layer, because it's on the repeat, it's going to be repeat. Duh. But if I'm going to choose the none, it's not going to be repeated. So I can place this logo on its location here. For example, I need the Wilson logo here. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, fix everything. Yeah, okay, it's good. And I'm going to duplicate this because I need another Wilson logo here according to the reference that we have. Let's bring the reference again. You know, we have Wilson here, Wilson here, Wilson here, Wilson everywhere. So the original reference like this, Wilson here, here, and here. I'm not going to use the Wilson on this part, but Wilson, this kind of logo of the Wilson here and the here. So the duplicate should move to this location. Okay. So it's okay. And for the next part, I'm going to add this logo. Yeah, to this part. But it's mirrored, right? So I can rotate it, or maybe choose this technique. Let's go and rotate it. And oh no. Yeah, this is good. This is the right version. So it's okay. And for the logo, I need to decide it's going to push out or push in. Okay, so I'm going to push out. So if you can see, there is a difference between the logo and the surface, the main surface, but it's not good actually. So we need add some details around it. For this section, for the first step, I'm going to add the filter, blur filter, okay, but not this strong, something like this. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm going to use anchor point technique for these logos. I'm going to add anchor point and add another layer, call it logo one outline, this, and turn off everything except height and the color. Color should be on the black. And for the height, I'm going to use negative value, right? But its effect on all the back. So it's good actually. The black version is so good. So let's go and add black mask and add fill. And in this fill, I'm going to recall all the data from logo one mask. So this is the way to use anchor point. I'm going to anchor point section, choose this, and as you can see, it's recall all the data below the anchor point, right? So I'm going to duplicate the anchor point and change the blend mode to subtract, right? So it subtract from itself, so nothing happened. Is it logical or not? So I need the details, right? So let's go back to the mask mode. Between this fill layer with the normal blending and this fill layer with the subtract, I need a filter like blur or bevel. So I'm going to add filter, choose blur. Now, without the subtract, we have this, right? This is the data that we have here. We are going to give the blur, more blur, and subtract the original from the blur version. So we have this outline. Now we have some details around the logo, right? And we can increase the height. So we can feel this. This is the separate layer on top of the base layer, right? So it's good. It's good. This is without version of this layer. Before and after. So this is for the logo, yeah? And I need another logo here and another logo back there. You can choose Wilson for this back, but I'm going to use another logo. So the fill layer, logo number 2, right? Okay, for this, I'm going to choose that one. Now we know UV wrap should be on none, so we can place the logo on the back, right? Like this. So it's here. But the main problem here is, okay, the logo is the PNG, it's transparent, we have no background, but we have no alpha for other channel. So other channel should be on the square or the rectangle of the fill layer. So what is the solution here? Again, we are going to use anchor point, but this time I'm going to add anchor point on the main layer, not on the mask. And after that, I'm going to add black mask and use the anchor point from the layer into the mask. Okay? Logo 2. So let's go to the mask view. And in here, we have reference channel. Okay? In the main layer, what is the data that we need in the mask? Is it high? Is it roughness? Is it metallic? But we have no any special data in these channels. And we need base color data in the mask. So let's go back to the mask in the fill layer. We have anchor point here. Reference channel is on the base color. Sometimes we just need to change alpha behavior to extract alpha. So it's create the best alpha that we need. And it's totally dynamic. It means, okay, if I'm going to change the position of the layer, the mask is update. So it's related to the position of the data color or base color data on the main layer that we anchor to the mask. Okay, so It's not good. It's not good at all for the logo. So we need to apply normal blending mode to all the channels. So we have the best looking logo here. I'm going to add a little bit high data for that. And we need outline too for this section. So it's logical to create another layer for this part, or we can just use outline. Let's go rename it to logo outline. Let's use the anchor point in the mask again, right? But it's so difficult to manage all the data in just one mask. So for this section, we need a connection layer. In this connection layer, we are just going to combine all the masks together so we can recall it in logo outline after that. So connection, all the data goes off. We need the black mask and fill layer. In this fill layer, I'm going to load logo 1 mask, right? And another fill layer with the logo 2, right? With the extract alpha. But it's going to override the other mask. So I need to change blending mode of the second fill layer to linear dodge. Okay? Now I'm going to add anchor point, and in the logo outline, I'm going to load connection mask and connection mask. So I have this outline for all the logo that the mask loaded in the connection mask, right? Okay. So let's go and add the third logo. This is the third logo. This is our logo. And we are going to turn off the UV wrap. And let's go back to the 2D view. Create a small version. And I think this is the place that we should have this logo. Yeah. This is the layer, the position. Okay. Yeah, this is right. Okay, but we haven't the alpha for this logo too. So add the anchor point, black mask, fill, load, third logo, extract alpha, and we have our dynamic mask. So okay, and we need a little bit high data. So we have the outline and blending mode for all the channel, and small change in the size. Yeah. Okay. And here I'm going to add fill third logo, extract alpha, and boom, I have the outline data around this. Okay, so let's bring all the logo to the folder. We call it logo, and change it to the green or something like this. Okay, so I think we have everything here except the stitches, right? And for this part, everything is messed up right now because of the creating the folder. Okay, so if you create the folder and bring all the layers to that folder, you need to change the blending mode to the normal for the all channels of the folder too, right? So yeah, we are good here. We are good here. So let's go and add some finalize data over all the folders and layers, and after that we are going to add stitches on the edge. The most important layer that we should have for all the texturing process is its AO dirt. Okay, black mask, and we have this lovely generator, call it dirt. Yeah, but it's not the surface that we need all these dirt data on it. So we are going to decrease grunge amount. Yeah, and it's good. It's good. We can load macro height from connection mask too. So all the logos are going to calculate on the third generator too. So macro details, macro height, and again, yeah. And whenever you load any data, yeah, it's not working. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, I have it here. Oh. Yeah, we have something here in the logo connection mask. I need to change, right? So we have this again, and in AO dirt we have all the data. So let's bring launch detail and lower AO. It's nice. It's nice right now. So our view is ready, and for the data here, I need color, roughness. For the color, I'm going to use dark gray and higher value of the roughness. So this is the AO dirt. So yeah. without AO dirt. And it's not normal, right? We have two solutions here. First of all, we can decrease the opacity amount. So it's more logical right now. Or maybe we use soft light again. So and do something like this. But I prefer to use normal blending mode and decrease the amount of the opacity for the AO dirt, right? So for the next step, I'm going to add gradient to the base color channel. Okay, for this I'm call it gradient, choose just color, bring it to dark, give it black mask, and add another generator and 3D linear gradient. Okay, for controlling this generator, we need to go to the position, this one, and we are going to choose a start point and end point, right? And if I'm going to the mask, you can see the mask is changed. The default is good, it's okay, but we need to invert. I'm going to set parameters to this, yeah, and press M. You can see the result, but I'm not going to use it as a normal blending mode. But that's yeah, it's okay. And I'm going to add it to soft light. So it's okay. But bring it a little bit down. Okay. The next phase, I'm going to use curvature and load the curvature map from mesh pack. Okay, this is the bake mesh maps that we bake in the beginning of the project. So I'm going to use this to have more clear edge, but just in the color mode, right? And change the blending mode to something like which one is better? I'm going to use linear, or is yeah, overlay is better, but I need to decrease the amount of this, right? The build zone part is a little bit darker. So first of all, let's check the logo. Yeah. To increase the white value of that. Yeah, we are good. For the second, for the last step, this extra layer, I'm going to use the sharpness or sharpen filter. Okay, just bring a paint layer. I'm going to call it sharpness, or let's call it sharpen, and the filter. And for this part, I'm going to change the blending mode to pass through, okay? And apply to all the channels. So in here, I'm going to add filter, search for sharpen, and I can increase the amount of the sharpen so you can see the result. Yeah. It's better to use the sharpen in lower value, lower than 1. In here, I think 0.4 is it's better. Okay. Okay, now we are done. So the last part, or increase the quality of the artistic part, we can use alternative data or the roughness map, right? So I'm going to check roughness extra, and use black mask, right? Okay, so add paint and search for finger. Yeah, fingerprints. Which one is better? I think this one. Okay, let's go back to the mask. Oh, it's too big for this, but I'm going to change the projection from UV projection to tri-planar and increase the tiling to 3. Actually is good. And fix the position of the map. Okay, so look what we have here. This is without this layer, and you can see the difference. You can play with the blends here. I'm going to increase this. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I'm okay with that. So we have two another details to add to this process. The first one is inches, and the second one is wrinkles, to bring more reality to the map. So for the wrinkle, we can just add on the main bag before logo or after logo. This is our choose. But we don't need wrinkles on a strap or metal, right? So I'm just going to add wrinkles here, like this. So after logo, yeah, I'm going to add the wrinkles on the logo too, so you can see the roughness value here. It's awesome. So for the wrinkles, black mask, and I'm going to use generator, call it inflate. So it's default on the Substance Painter. You can use it, and the result is so good for the fabric project. So this is the result that we have here. Let's turn off the color, roughness, metal, normal, and play with the high value. Yeah, let's increase a little bit. Yeah, for example, this value is okay. And let's go back to the parameters that we have under the generator. Wrinkle density increase. Yeah, please. Yeah, thank you. Thanks God. Thanks God. Oh, it's on the 4K. It's on the 4K. Okay. Now I don't have 4070 Ti. So yeah, let's go back here. Yeah, play with this value. They are not going to change anything. It's okay right now. Yeah, and I'm going to add another fill layer and add wrinkles with the old method, old school method. Use creases soft. Okay, so let's go back here, increase the tiling, give it the rotation. Yeah, and just play with the opacity. Yeah, and I'm going to add a filter of the blur. Yeah, blur is add, the value is good, and look what we have here. This is with crease, and yeah, it's good right now. And decrease the value of the height, because what we have seen in the viewport of the Substance Painter, it's not uh, the final result in other program, right? So play with the low value in the height. Yeah, it's okay. I add the wrinkles or the main material of the bag. Okay, so now it's time for the stitches. Okay, so I'm going to add a paint layer, call it stitches, and in the shelf I'm going to search stitches, or maybe a stitch. Yeah, so you can use stitches straight, the default Substance Painter tool. Just click on it and stitches here. Okay, so I need to tweak some parameters. So everything is good except color, maybe a lighter color. Yeah, it's better. For example, in here, but a little bit darker. Yeah, it's okay. So I need height 2. It's too much actually. I can use technical parameters here to set the height range, but let's go and use another technique. I'm going to change my data set to height and bring down the height data. Okay, for example 20 is good, so the stitch is work perfectly. So let's erase it, and what we have here, maybe increase the length, decrease the width, and yeah, or decrease the length to have stitches here. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. Let's bring darkest color to the stitch. I think it's okay. So I'm going to add stitches over the strap. Oh, oh, oh shit. I need to align this part. It's not okay. We need to fix this. And we need to add stitches over here, or maybe over there, and this one. And for the black part here, I can use stitches too. So let's go and add stitches here. So I can use pen for painting stitches on the UV, and please change the setting for the alignment and size space to UV and texture, because we are going to paint on the texture. Okay, in this method we have the cleanest version of the result after painting. Yeah, we can change the color for the stitch after. It's not a big deal here. So let's go and paint some stitches. Okay, I'm going to add stitches. Oh, it's so big. It's so big. Let's bring the size to 0.5. And now you can paint. Press tab to close all the menus here. And don't worry about to stop the process and change the view and painting again. You can paint here like this. Let's check the viewport. Yeah, I think it's okay. What do you think? We need to move the stitches closest to the edge, or the position is good? I'm waiting for you guys on the comment. So I'm going to make it closer to the edge because I think it's better too. So let's use the magic keyword and bring down the distance too to have more control. Yeah, I'm going to paint. It's so hard to paint on the curve. So the lazy mouse is awesome. It's a good feature. Now we have the straight. Okay, press here and click shift. Hold the shift. Yeah, but it's not good. It's not good to do it. Yeah, now I can use it. I cover some. Yeah. Okay, so let's continue the paint. Yeah, it's done. Finally, it's done. Okay, let's go to another. For this part, I'm going to use stitches too. To base color mode. So we can okay. Other section is here. It's paint. Okay. Now it's done. Finally, it's done. And the hardest part. Okay. I think we need to go to step by step. Maybe it's okay for this part right now. And no, it's not good. Please, please, please. Please. Yeah, it's done. It's done. It's done. Yeah. So we have stitches right here. And we just need stitches here. So Yeah. Let's go and do it one time. Yeah, it's near, it's near. It's near, yeah. Yeah, it's done. It's done. But we need the reposition of this logo. So let's go and make it the smallest here. Okay, so it's done. The stitches part, it's done. Yeah. So the last section is to have stitches between these two parts. It's easier actually because let's copy these stitches to the strap. Okay, and I'm going to erase everything in this layer. No extra data. And go to the base color. Before that, I have something to do. I need to change this one. Okay, what was that? So turn off all. Okay, it's not. Oh, it's. So I need to decrease this one to match. Yeah. And bring all the data back so we can change. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So let's go back to the stitches. And in here, we just need to do like this. Fast and easy. The best way to add stitches to your project. Yeah. It's too hard to match all the data together. Yeah. And for the last part, okay, I think it's done. And we have everything that we need. Yeah. Okay. So I need to export the textures from the substance. Okay. So for that, I'm going to File, Export Texture, and where is the stream thought? Yeah, creating a folder, texture, select folder, and we are using Unreal Engine 4 packed version of the texturing, and I'm going to use PNG file type, 8-bit plus dithering, size is going to be 8K or 4K. Yeah, I'm stick to the 4K right now. And in this part, I'm going to turn off emissive. So we have normal, occlusion, roughness, metallic, and the color. Okay, so press export. It's going to export everything. Thank you, Shaki, for your opinion, for your honest opinion. Okay, I'm going to click open output directory. So now we can see the big textures. So I'm going to the Marmoset, okay, and add the model into Marmoset. So in our material, I'm going to load base color in albedo, normal in normal map, and this texture to the roughness. So we don't need to the Windows Explorer anymore. Flip Y because we are using DirectX format for the normal. And for this section, we need to change the channel to G. For the roughness, I'm going to copy this texture to the tallness and put the channel to B. And for the occlusion, I'm going to use the exact same texture, but the channel should be on the R. So yeah, we have it. But it's not good right now because we need to go here and use ray tracing. So now we can see what we have here. Okay, I'm going to add shadow catcher. For the shadow catcher part, I'm going to check indirect shadow, so I can change the roughness value or specular intensity. Yeah, and that's it for this part. I'm going to change the color of the backdrop to the dark gray or maybe black in the future. And let's bring the camera. For the camera, I'm going to choose the lens size 65, save frame, and now I can create my frame. Okay, so for the focus, put it on the ray trace it and press middle button of the mouse to change the focus point, right? And play with the value of the DOF or depth of field. For me, 8 is good value. So this is the setting that we need to change in the lens. And in the post effect, as always, I'm going to use aces for tone mapping, change the curves to high contrast, and give the value minus 0.1 to the highlight and 0.1 to the midtones, and again for the shadows. For the clarity, I'm going to use 0.8 to bring back all the details from the textures. And it's okay for the color. For the sharpen part, I'm going to use 1 without any hesitate. And for the bloom part, you can bring the bloom or brightness to the 1 or 2, but I'm just using 0.1. And vignette, softness, strength. Yeah, it's okay. And let's go to the render part. And I'm going to use aspect ratio 1:1. Yeah, it's better because I'm going to post it on the Instagram. So it's better to be a square. For the denoise strength, I'm going to use 1. For the samples part, I'm going to use 600. On the desktop, PNG, everything is okay. I'm not going to render video here. And for the camera, I'm going to render camera 1. So everything is ready to go, and I need to change the lighting. So in the library, in the interior folder of the skies, I think shopping center is so more related to the back. So I'm going to use shopping. Yeah. Increase the value of the brightness, for example, 2 or 2.5. And add point light. Okay, so this is the trickiest method of the lighting in Marmoset toolbag. I'm going to create one point light or directional light from the sky and bring it out from the sky, so it's not going to change with the sky rotation, right? And now I can change it here like this with this gizmo. Okay, so let's create some rim light like this and increase the diameter to have soft shadows. And this part, just going for the rim light too. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. Another one for this section. Let's bring it down. Yeah, it's okay, but I'm going to decrease the amount of brightness. For example, 6.2, it's okay. Yeah, we have highlight, but it's not too strong, so it's good. And I'm going to turn back skylight, bring it to, for example, 3 or just 2.5. I'm going to turn off it again. Hop. Skylight 4. Change it to Omni. The Omni point light. Let's set all the rotation to the 0. It's different from directional. It has the radius. So the location is very important. Yeah. I'm going to add the light here because I need to see the wrinkles. Another point light and add it here. Example 6. Yeah, it's okay. but let's change it to rectangle shape, bring it the size up, and change the direction, increase the light, 7 maybe. Yeah. Let's edit amount of the height in wrinkles. For example, bring it back to 0.5, re-export everything, and it's going to automatically insert. I'm going to change. This one is good. And this one is good too. Yeah, everything is fine right now. And this one is going to be destroy all the setting that I set up. Yeah. So I'm going to decrease the amount. Okay, for the sky, we need the less amount of the light. So light should be, for example, a little bit slightly. Yeah. So the texture is change. I'm going to, yeah, we have the wrinkles right now on the back, and everything is okay. Let's duplicate the camera. Going to camera number 2, and like this, or maybe like this. Let's bring the exposure, and now we have done here. So this is the main process of creating the textures in Substance Painter, exporting, setting up in the Marmoset, and that's it. Okay, so let's go back to the comment section. How did I hide everything in camera? Okay, so for this, you need to turn off show guides here. If you turn off this option, it's not going to show you anything in the viewport. Another question. Actually, we have something like curve point or curve line in next substance painter. Okay, why the stitches cut out by mouse click and just doesn't continue from the last cut? Because this is the logic of the tool. So if you click and drag or draw the line, when you stop, everything should be resetted. So this is the logic of the tool. And I think the answer is done. Okay, how to change the rendering resolution in Substance? We are not in the Substance, but if you want to change the resolution,